Hey guys, welcome to your lesson on writing thesis paragraph on this eve of Halloween. I'd like to thank Bradley Beal for joining us. I know that you're injured and you're not going to be able to play tonight, so thanks for making it down and making your presence felt. I'm sure the kids are totally excited to see you. We're going to be talking about what thesis paragraphs do and the purpose of a thesis statement. So we first have that a thesis paragraph is an introduction to the essay. You may have referred to this paragraph as the introduction. However, from now on, we're going to be moving forward using the terminology of a thesis paragraph. It provides a roadmap for your entire essay. Now, a comparison that I could make would be that a topic sentence provides a roadmap for your paragraph, but a thesis statement provides a roadmap for your essay. 2 paragraphs, 3 paragraphs, 4 paragraphs, 5 paragraphs. It's the entire essay. And finally, this thesis statement needs to be arguable, okay? It needs to have a subject, and it needs to have a claim, and it needs to be something that you can actually argue. In a little bit, we're going to take a look at some examples of how a thesis paragraph has a thesis statement that is arguable and some that are not arguable. Now, this thesis statement is going to come as your last sentence in your thesis paragraph. So I know the terminology might be a little confusing, but you have a thesis paragraph that is the introduction, and your thesis statement is the statement at the end of the paragraph. So you got that back there, Bradley? All right. Yeah, I know. You want to play tonight, but you're injured, so heal up. So let's begin with the thesis paragraph. There are 3 goals that your thesis paragraph needs to succeed in. Number 1, grab the reader's attention. I like to call this the A. You have to grab the attention. You need to narrow the focus, N, and state your thesis, T. I call this you have to do the ANT, the A-N-T. Now, in the video from Michelle that you can look at on the class website right above this one, Michelle goes over 4 ways how to grab the reader's attention. She goes over how to narrow the focus. She goes over what makes a great thesis statement. So check out that video and join back up here. So what are the 4 ways? So as you learned in the video from Michelle, these are the 4 ways she talked about. You could begin with a statistic, like a number or a fact, something that is startling or very engaging. You could begin with background information about the topic. You could use a quote from the text or from a famous person, or you could begin with a question. Now, I am going to strike this question bit. This is one way that you have used before, the whole issue of, did you know that, or isn't it interesting that? I want you to refrain from using a question because I want you to show that you are the expert of this, and there's no need to ask the question. So here is one thesis paragraph. The University of Maryland won the men's basketball championship in 2002. Since then, the team has played average and lost to some poor competition. The team and coaches have made a stronger effort to recruit better players in an effort to win another championship. Maryland's coaching staff, skilled players, and better recruits will help them win the championship this year. Now, what method does this person use to grab the reader's attention? You can come up here and highlight the University of Maryland won the men's basketball championship in 2002, forever ago. This is a fact. Okay. Now, the thesis statement, Maryland's coaching staff and skilled players and better recruits will help them win a championship this year. This is arguable. You can argue that that won't help them win because they're just awful now, or that it is the hard work that helps them win. This is an arguable point. So you grab the attention. This is the A, attention. You narrow the focus with the N and the thesis, which is the T. So we have the ANT method. Let's try another one. The victory brought elation and joy. It was May 1954, just days after the Supreme Court landmarks ruling Brown versus Board of Education of Topeka, Kansas. So we are gaining the attention here. We'll highlight it all nice and messy. At NAACP headquarters in New York, the mood was euphoric. Telegrams of congratulations poured in from around the world. Reporters and well-wishers crowded the halls. So what method is this? Well, this is background information. It tells you a little bit about the situation. Now, if you look down here at the thesis, well, there really isn't anything arguable here. And this person is neglecting to include the thesis. This person would have to put an arguable claim right here as to what his or her essay will be about. This one is missing a thesis. I just wanted to show you one that's missing an arguable thesis. The first one, the Maryland, this has a clear arguable thesis. Maryland's coaching staff and skilled players and better recruits will help them win the championship this year. That's arguable. Here, no thesis. Let's go to another one. Two roads diverge in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by. Robert Frost, in his poem, The Road Not Taken, demonstrates that making the correct decision is not always the easiest and may require more work and effort. The speaker in The Road Not Taken shows that he is persistent, adventurous, and courageous. How does this person grab the reader's attention? The A. Well, clearly it has quotes. We are using a quote, B. And if you look at the thesis, this person is claiming that the speaker shows persistence, adventurous, so that he is persistent, adventurous, and courageous. This is arguable. Maybe it's not these traits. Maybe it's other traits. But this person is arguing that these are the three traits that this person in the poem is showing. Finally, can you name the 16th president of the United States? The man who wrote and recited the Gettysburg Address, the man who signed the Emancipation Proclamation. Clearly, this is a question. Attention. Abraham Lincoln was born on February 12, 1809 and celebrated his 200th birthday a number of years ago. He is viewed by many scholars as the most influential president of the United States. More books have been written about him than any other person. Abraham Lincoln's forward thinking about economics, domestic, and social issues make him the most respected president of the United States. Well, we have the thesis, and this is arguable. Maybe it's not these that make him the most respected. But how do we gain the attention? I hope you see that this is a question. Now, I'm encouraging you to not use questions because I feel like you have experienced this, and I want you to try new avenues to begin your thesis paragraph. Now you're the writer. Take a shot at beginning a paragraph with background information about ancient Greece. You studied this in 6th grade, and when you're done with that one, try to begin with a fact about the Chesapeake Bay. You studied this in elementary school, so go back to that background information that you have, that learned information that you have about ancient Greece and the Chesapeake Bay. You can go ahead and pause it, and I'll pop up a couple of examples. So here we have ancient Greece was one of the first civilizations and lasted for a long time due to its location near water. So this gives you a little bit of background information of the success of the civilization. And then for the Chesapeake Bay, well, water and air pollution harm the surrounding area of the Chesapeake Bay. That is a fact. So we have 4 methods to begin your thesis paragraphs. For our next lesson, we're going to take a look at how you actually write a thesis statement. So I'd like to thank Bradley Beal for swinging by. I hope you heal up soon and you can play in some games soon. And everybody else for stopping by. You can get his autograph later on after the class outside of the doors. So take it easy, guys, and have a cool Halloween.